I love mythical quest stories. You have an ordinary boy or girl that's called to go on a journey. Maybe it's to save a kingdom or find a buried treasure, but they always have to step outside their comfort zone and grow. And they're always reluctant to do that. And usually it's the advice of a mentor that encourages them to take the leap. Luke Skywalker had Obi-Wan Kenobi. Harry Potter had Professor Dumbledore. In The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy had Glinda the Good Witch. And in The Hunger Games, Katniss Everdeen had Haymitch Abernathy. Now, a mentor is not always who we want, but that doesn't mean that we can't learn from them. Who would want Haymitch Abernathy for a mentor? He was a drunk, a reprobate. But he'd been in the arena before, and he could give her valuable advice. But she didn't always take it, and that's what mentorship's about. They give you advice and you decide for yourself. For example, when the game was about to begin, he said, the minute that cannon goes, you run for the woods. But Katniss had spied that orange backpack. And instead of that, she ran for the backpack. It turned out okay for her. But she followed her heart, not necessarily his advice. She took it into account, but she didn't follow it. Later, she was in a tree and she needed water, and she turned to the camera and she said, water. And none came. Now, she could have thought to herself, I'm not worthy, my mentor's not paying attention to me. But instead of that, she thought, if he's not sending me water, there must be water around that I can find. And with her own resourcefulness, she found the water. Later on, when she'd been burned, Haymitch Abernathy acted as her sponsor and found people to provide money to buy her the salve that she needed to cure her wounds. So our mentors provide many important functions for us, but ultimately it is our career. They help us step outside our comfort zone. Along the way, we face many obstacles, and that's when we learn to develop our own inner core, our own resilience. And that's what turns us from an ordinary boy or girl into a hero. And ultimately, we provide mentorship for someone else.